Mm. Inner thoughts. I do feel a bit nuggety. Um, I guess you are what you eat, because I've been eating the heck out of them chicken nuggets. Because I really like chicken nuggets. Like, my favorite foods are like chicken nuggets, ribs, tacos, burgers. I'm glad pizza exists. So it must have rained really hard or something. Because that pool overflowing. Feel me? I really don't like editing, and I'm feeling a little frustrated because I was feeling like motivated to get videos and stuff out. And I'm feeling frustrated because a lot of the videos don't have just me, and I am the type of person that feels like whatever it is I say, I don't really feel like much of my shit or any of my shit for real needs editing. Like, I might have a disclaimer, but editing, not really. So that's why I'm a little annoyed, because for my own self, I'm a kind of unedited person, but when it comes to when you have other people in your videos and stuff, they're gonna have their own like self-esteem things, or things that they don't want out there, because they're like, hey, even if they know you're recording, it's different when you're recording for yourself versus when you're recording to put something out in the world. So they're just like, hold on, I don't want that public, or you don't know, like, and that just makes it frustrating. It's like a mental exhaustion to not want to put shit out. And it's really frustrating because it's going against the shit I had already had prep. I really do hate like setbacks. I can't even say that it is a setback. I'm just saying, those trees look nice. I can't even say that it's really a setback. I just think I need to stop letting it mentally exhaust me, and like either scrap the shit and come back to it, or what. But I can't let it get in the way of what I'm doing, because it is mentally kind of bringing me down. Because you know, when you finally, it takes a while to be motivated to do something, and then it's really annoying when you feel like, okay, I'm doing it, and then something else happens, and it just I guess it's discouraging. It's just it's a pain in the ass. Just more of a like, bruh, it's exhausting. It's like mentally, it takes away from it just takes away from the fun. It becomes work. I feel like the editing is the work. See the problem? So what's fun to me is just picking up a camera, recording. I never really sat and edited for real. Like, I edit when it comes to like fun, like, ooh, I made this video and I'm gonna just make it look cuter. But when you have to legit edit and like, oh yeah, because that has to be taken out, like, no, that's not fun. So I'm not into editing when it's not like for the sense of like, ooh, I'm just putting a song on here, or, ooh, I'm putting these pictures together that I like. But legit sitting and going through film and making sure shit is taken out and fuck out of here, and making sure it makes sense. Like, it is a process, a journey, and it is a job. It is exhausting. Like, shout out to all the people that actually edit their own videos for YouTube and whatever social medias they're doing, because honestly, y'all just gonna have to get with the real me, because I don't got time to be covering up shit that I don't want the world to see. In that case, it shouldn't have been said. In that case, it shouldn't, like, there shouldn't be this type of thing where you're like, oh, that's because it's private. Things done in the dark come to light always. So it's like, you gotta really check yourself at all times. Like, and even if people get comfortable, even if you're like under the influence or something, like, shit, I'm pretty sure I've said some stuff, but even still, like, who's judging that hard? And if you are, you're not living your life good enough, because I know, or you're being a hypocrite, because ain't no way in hell there aren't things that you haven't said in life that somebody else might not go, ooh, to. For some reason, my brain was thinking about, like, perfectionism. Something I think I've seen, heard, or read. Said something about perfectionism. It was like, I feel like it was like, if you're trying to be perfect, basically it's not for you. Like, trying to be perfect is for somebody else. That's funny that I'm wearing this today. But yeah, like, if you're trying to be, it says, for those of you that like to read or don't like to read, I'm not perfect, but I'm original. For example, the back of my head. Basically, I don't know what y'all just saw, but for me, like, who cares? Like, if I'm the one worrying about it, okay, that's fine. But if I'm worrying about it for the sake of wondering what somebody else is going to think, I think that is what perfectionism is. Like, you're trying to be perfect because you just feel like you're concerned about what other people are going to say. Like, why else does it have to be perfect? Why? And nobody is perfect, so don't even sit there and try to be, because somebody is going to look at you and think you're not. You just got to feel perfect as you are. So, I don't know. That just came in. This is one of my go-tos, even though it's a little dirty now. But yeah. Something else that's on my head. I found 3 bracelets. And I figured, if I was in the energy of stealing, like, oh, that belonged to somebody else. I did think about it, like, if I left my bracelet somewhere, I'd probably go back to get it. I'd probably go back and get it. Like, oh, snap, I left my bracelet. Maybe. It depends on where I left it, though. You know what I mean? Because if not, I'd be like, damn, I lost my bracelet. Because I've lost shit in life that I liked. Like, damn, I lost my earring. Damn, I lost my lip gloss. It ain't money. It ain't a wallet. It ain't an ID. It's just bracelets. So there's a part of me that's like, I could leave it here. But then my brain's like, somebody else might pick it up. Like, if the person who left it here returned while I'm here, I'm gonna give it to them. I didn't just leave the spot. Like, ooh, I found something I found and I gotta leave this spot immediately because somebody might come back and say, hey, you got on my bracelet. I'll be like, oh, girl, here you go. But I've been sitting here. Ain't nobody return. So by the time I'm up and out of here, it's gone. And if you return, be like, damn, somebody took it. Does it be like that? Because sometimes you don't know what really is left there for you. And I ain't trying to miss out on none of my blessings. So yeah. How y'all doing? Do you like my little earring? My little gummy? Or cute little bear? Kind of reminds me of those cookies and cream. And then I have this cute little bracelet on that was gifted to me. And tried to feel a little cutesy because I feel like I like these little cornrows, but at the same time, sometimes I'm trying to like get used to my head again after having so much like long hair and like color. It's like there's nothing wrong with it. It's nice. I'm really actually happy with how neat the front looks to me because I did this. But I twisted it. But I think sometimes I don't know, usually I wear like my afro or something. Sometimes my hair is stretched out and stuff. I think I'm just trying to get used to my head. Not even my head, but like something. Because I like my face too, but something in me. Like one moment I'm like, ooh, I like. And the other moment I'm just like, ah. I'm not trying to be a critic to myself or judge myself too hard at all. Ugh. Yeah. All right. I think I ought to get off this camera because it's just me and this energy. And I just am having one of those days. Honestly, it just again started from just feeling slightly discouraged. I think we all just have a moment. I just have to find a pick me up type thing. But at least I picked y'all up, picked this phone up, and said hello. So now I'm at a goodbye. I'll see y'all later. Let's talk about something else really quick. Really quick. So I think my intuition is increasing. Only because I feel like I'm constantly getting like signs, but I'm trying to decipher. But you know how you feel like Earth, universe is talking to you, God. Just do little things because like, why does everything like relate? For example, like I don't know, it might be like, you know, some people might be like you're reaching. But for me, it's like, you know, if something's going on in your life, but you know it's confirmation for you. Like, for an example, like, the fact that the pool is overflowing, I'm just like, okay, Lord, I'm still trusting you. I feel like for me, that is an example of overflow. Like, my cup is going to overflow. Like, abundance. I'm still manifesting. But you'll see it when it comes into fruition. But this is just me taking it as a sign because I did not even hear it rain. So I'm also thinking unexpected. It is just, and the pool water to me also looks a little green. Now, I could be reading into it, but at the same time, why not? If nothing is a coincidence. Like now I genuinely do look for signs. And like I genuinely do like look at everything and be like, just not so black and white. Like not so like, my brain is saying not so it is what it is, but it's just more so like, yeah, it is what you make of it. Because when I look at this, it's like someone could just look at it like I see a pool and it rained. And now the water is coming out of it. But I'm using context of like everything. Like, I guess for example, say when I was watching Avatar, there was, you know, The Last Airbender. season 3, episode 1, there was an example of Katara being upset with Aang, but I knew that she was upset with her father. Like, in that same moment, because I used context. I didn't just think of the moment in isolation. I thought of it as a whole. Like, I thought of just all the information that I just knew prior, and I just was able to just relate it. And that's how I just feel like about life. Like, I can no longer just look at one thing as something as just like, if something was on my mind and I was talking to God already and I asked questions, and then I feel like something, like I could just be watching a show and the show gives you that answer to a question that you just asked and prayed about. So it's just like, I don't have to I don't know. I guess it helps me not overthink. It just helps me to just know, like, just to be aware. Just like, yeah. Like, you know what? Because I just actively keep my mind open in a way of just like, I know about if you see, you shall find. Ask. Like, ask your questions so you can have answers. I'm only looking because a squirrel appeared. Every time I see a squirrel now, I think of my cat, Wish. And I wonder what time it is, because honestly, I would need to go in the house and feed him. And his brother Dreaming. So, but anyway, I just wanted to pop back in and say that, because I started to rewatch my video and I said something about overflow, and I remember thinking that as I said that, but then I decided to tell y'all. So, yeah. That is all from me. Okay, y'all, so I'm back in because I watched my own damn videos, and so it get me thinking. So, another thing, I was at the part where I was talking about the back. I was about to say talking about the back of my head. Technically, yes, I was talking about the back of my head, but it reminded me of something else. Like, it made me think of, like, the past. Like, it made me think about when, basically how I was saying people, like, what's done in the dark will come to light. Yes, but there is, like, I'm always willing to elaborate on shit I say, you know what I mean, or do, because you're not always going to be in the same headspace that you were, like, and the only reason why I'm relating this to my head and my hair is because we look at the back of my head. And so I was just thinking about how, like, I can't really see the back of my head. If it was bothering someone, that it would be, like, their concern, And I think I'm thinking of that as, like, the past. Like, we all do things and we all have grown. If you're in the same place and you're saying something, that's different. But if it's something that someone's bringing up, it's like, yes, that happened. I'm like, yeah, it did happen. And I've done a lot of work to not be where I was. So, you always hear about people that's like, they'll bring up your past because that's what they living in. Like, they're not focused on their future. Again, somebody else's past. Like, what is going on? Like, trying to bring someone back like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody got a life to live. I'm not saying that just because it was in the past makes things excusable. And yes, sometimes things come up and people are like, their emotions are in it. And they're just like, hey, that already happened. Why are you mad at me? Well, obviously it's new to people. So, you address shit and be like, yeah, I moved past that. But anyway, I don't know. Something in me just felt like bringing that up to something about like the past. Like, because I guess it still ties into perfectionism. Like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to judge people. Like, you can have your opinions, but there would never be a perfect. Everyone is going through their life, through their trials. Like, everyone is going through their own journey, their own experience, and we don't need nobody's judgment, because I feel like we definitely are our biggest judge now. Yeah, we might need someone to make us self-aware sometimes. But because you don't want to just be stuck in your own brain at all times, because that's just a no-no. This is just kind of going on. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess I was reminded me about the past. No, I'm not saying I have something that I'm like, oh, this will come up, but just know yourself at all times. Like, the things that you do, you want to make sure you can stand on it, when even the good and the bad. Like, you can not defend your bad. You can be like, yeah, I know that was wrong. You know, you have remorse. Like, but when I say like the bad, like, you know what's wrong. And when there's something good, like, I mean, it didn't matter how far in the past that was. You wouldn't mind if someone brought that up. You'd be like, yeah, like, that was something good I did. Like, you know. But people don't get stuck on that. I don't know. Anyway, just be careful with how you treat people. Because honestly, that type of shit leaves a long-lasting impact. The things you say. And I don't think people realize how much that, like, how you make someone feel matters to them. Like, even if you don't even realize, like, just be kind. Be kind. Because we don't know what people going through. We don't know. If you're going to leave an impact on somebody, at least let it be a good one. But y'all, I think I'm done for real this time. I hope I don't even have to look back at none of this shit I'm saying, because I gotta watch this stuff. You know what? I'm not finna. I like to rewatch it for my own sake, because I just want to hear how I sound. But then it gets me to, like, thinking. Not for the fact that, like, I'm taking anything out. It just makes me, I don't know, start, like, discussing, but, like, with my own self. I don't know. But yeah, I tend to tell y'all bye a lot. So, I'm putting up this because my brain is going thrice. This is the third time. And I'm going to see y'all later. I'm thought I'm walking home. Leave with more than you came with. And I only said that because y'all, these bracelets came home.